The following is a special presentation of Real Presence Radio. On Real Presence Radio, welcome to the Knights Game Day Show, sponsored by First Premier Bank and Premier Bank Card. For the Knights Game Day Show, here's your hosts, Brett Byler and Dan Johnson.
And welcome to Sioux Falls O'Gorman High School in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. We have a boys basketball matchup tonight for you folks between the O'Gorman Knights, number 3 in state at 10-5 on the season, and the Brookings Bobcats at 4-10 as well. The Knights coming off a nice win over Sioux Falls Roosevelt Tuesday night at the Sanford Pentagon, 42-41 in a game that was no lead was bigger than 6. It was close all the way through. It was a defensive battle. It was very physical, and I'm going to bring in my color commentator, Dan Johnson. Let's talk about the Roosevelt game first, because that was a huge win for O'Gorman, and especially nice to see them execute down the stretch and get a nice close victory. Kind of made some momentum here now in the last 5 games of the season.
You know, that really brings, like you said, momentum, but that really brings a team closer together when they can pull off a win like that. They had the lead the whole game, and a little bit. Roosevelt took the lead by, 4 minutes to go in the fourth?
Yep.
And so then all of a sudden O'Gorman came back. And Coy with, was it 10 seconds?
4 seconds.
4 seconds. We got the ball with 10. He put into Coy, and he spin around layup and scored for 2. Took the lead there. But what a momentum for the Knights to come in now. And you got a 4-9 Brookings. Brookings, to tell you what, not a bad team. Record doesn't show it. And they played some good basketball. They played Lincoln here about 9 days ago on the 31st. And I tell you what, they got beat by 2. So they shot pretty well that night. So Brookings can put it up.
And the team Dan just mentioned is the opponent tonight, Brookings, 4-10 in the season. They've been struggling a little bit lately, losers 7 out of their last 8 ball games, but led by Drew Cole, a good player, going to go to Dakota Wesleyan, 14 points and 8 rebounds for him, a 6'7 senior. But other than that, he's about the only height that they have. But as you said, Dan, we can't take this game lightly against Brookings, because they're a team that they can get hot. They make a lot of three-pointers. We could be in for a battle.
Brookings. I call Brookings a sleeper team. I think once you get into playoffs, once you get in that round of 16, Brookings will be there. And if Brookings gets hot again on that night, they're going to make the state tournament. So Brookings, nobody count them out. The Bobcats never can count the Bobcats out.
And the last time these two teams met, actually, we were in Sioux Falls for the O'Gorman girls versus Brookings last year when Mackenzie Hermanson hit the game-winning 3. O'Gorman's boys won up in Brookings February 10th of last year, about the same time, 71-61. This is a series history that's been going on for a long time. 65th meeting will be tonight. O'Gorman leads the series 39-25. O'Gorman's won 8 straight games against Brookings. The Bobcats' last win was in the 2012-2013 season, the year before we started covering O'Gorman. So Brookings has not beat O'Gorman in 6 years. Now we have to switch gears to our scoreboard update presented by Jamison Rounds, managing partner of Value Visor. Dan, we got a lot of games going on tonight.
Okay, AA boys this afternoon, Rapid City Central, they're 7-9, took on the Warriors of Washington 4-11, and Washington came out on top 63-53, and that was an early game this afternoon. Also making the trip out west, they were here. Rapid City Stevens was at Sioux Falls Lincoln. Lincoln won 55-43, and Aberdeen Central was playing at Watertown. Tell you what, Watertown beat Yankton last night. So the Arrows are kind of a sleeper team, 7-9. They're kind of coming around. That Holden kid from Watertown Arrows, he's doing pretty good up there. And Mitchell 1-12 is at Harrisburg tonight. And this afternoon at 4 o'clock, the JV, they won 56-44. The freshman A team, they're 9-2 this year, and actually they hit 13 3-pointers. We don't have a score on that. And the sophomore team just got done. They won 58-36. O'Gorman Lady AA girls, Rapid City Central was at Washington. Washington won 53-46. Stevens over at Lincoln, and Lincoln won 42-34. Roosevelt's playing at Brandon Valley tonight, and that'll be a good game out there with Brandon Valley. Watertown is up at Aberdeen Central, and of course our Lady Knights, number 1 in the state, is at number 5 Brookings. That's the big game. I'm looking forward to get some updates on that. I got my scouting going on up there to let us know. But O'Gorman 15-2, they're number 1. Number 5 Brookings Bobcats are 11-3. So that's going to be a great game.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Dan. That's the scoreboard update brought to you by Jamison Rounds, managing partner of Value Visor. Value Visor helps people and businesses discover, improve, and get their value from their businesses. Jamison can be reached at 605-370-6931 or online at valuevisor.com. Real estate through Murphy Business, Dakota Lakes, and you can listen to the game tonight on 94.5 FM Sioux Falls, online at yourcatholicradiostation.com. Also on YouTube, go to YouTube and search Real Presence Radio Sioux Falls. You can listen to Dan, and you can hear me and Dan and all the action as well on YouTube. We're going to take our first break. When we come back, we're going to talk to Brookings boys coach Travis Ingebretson. Stay tuned.
Value Visor helps people and businesses discover, improve, and get the value from their businesses. With multi-certified valuation and mergers and acquisition advisors, they understand the complexities of valuations and negotiating in the mergers and acquisitions marketplace. For more information, you can contact Jamison Rounds, managing partner of Value Visor, at 605-370-6931 or online at valuevisor.com. Real estate through Murphy Business, Dakota Lakes.
Community. It's at the heart of everything we do at First Premier Bank and Premier Bank Card. From supporting area athletics to funding academic scholarships, we continually seek new ways to improve and strengthen communities we serve. At the heart of these communities are people, our customers, and our employees. We work hard to ensure our customers are successful and our communities thrive. It's the Premier way. It's what community banking is all about. First Premier Bank and Premier Bank Card. Locally grown, nationally known.
Welcome back to the First Premier Bank Card Knights Game Day Show. I'm now joined by Brookings boys basketball coach Travis Ingebretson. Coach, your team's coming off a 67-55 loss to Watertown Tuesday night. Your team had a 41-27 lead going into halftime. What did your boys do well in the first half to get that lead?
Offensively, we did a really good job of moving the basketball and getting good shots. It was one of those things where Watertown really got after us on the second half defensively, and we just kind of struggled with that. Fortunately for us, they were not making some shots. They were getting some pretty good looks, and they weren't making baskets, and so that kind of led to us having a lead at halftime.
And that second half, it kind of turned around a little bit with Watertown scoring 40 points in the second half. Offensively, did they do anything different in the second half, Watertown, or is it just a matter of making more shots for them?
They were pretty aggressive, and they were getting some open looks. You know, I think I looked back at the stats last night, and I think they ended up shooting about 67% for the second half. And part of it was we were soft on defense. We just didn't show a lot of toughness. We didn't fight through screens. We didn't play any post defense. And so right now, getting ready for the O'Gorman game, we're kind of in a bad place defensively, so we're going to kind of have to regroup and try and get some things going.
Drew Cole is a senior for you, averaging about 14 points a game this year. What is his biggest improvement now compared to his sophomore and junior years?
Drew has had to take on a big scoring role for us, and I would say it's probably not a lot to do with scoring, but just being a better team player in terms of having to find teammates. And Drew draws a lot of double teams, and he draws a lot of stunts and blitzes, and so on the offensive side of things, he's had to kind of become a better passer and be a better teammate.
And you mentioned briefly the game against Sioux Falls O'Gorman. That is tonight. O'Gorman ranked number 3 in state right now. Is the O'Gorman defense or their offense a bigger concern for you going into the ball game?
Definitely a combination after our game against Watertown, and I would say probably the biggest struggle for us is on the offensive side of things. For us, knowing going into that game against O'Gorman is that Gorman's going to really get up and get after us on defense, and so we're going to have to be aggressive on the offensive side, and we're going to have to find ways of getting open. With the offense that we're currently running, our kids have kind of struggled with running offense at 20 feet, and we've been spending more time at 25 feet. And when you're 25 feet from the baskets, your passing angles and having to put the basketball on the floor just makes things a little bit more difficult on the offensive end.
And on your defensive end against the O'Gorman offense, O'Gorman has a lot of different guys that can hurt you offensively. What's your strategy defensively against the Knights?
Right now, I think the biggest thing that we're concerned with is obviously we're going to have to do a good job of guarding the post. Other than Drew, we don't have a lot of size, and Drew's not much of a post player, and so we've just got to, we got to stunt and we've got to gap and we've got to blitz when it comes to guarding the post. I know the Rontic kid's shooting it well and Cartwright kid's shooting it well, and so we're going to have to do a good job of playing both on the inside and the outside in terms of defense.
And finally, Coach, what kind of tempo favors your team against O'Gorman tonight?
Well, I think we've got to try and get out in transition, try and get easy looks, and a lot of times if you can get out and you can push the basketball and get into transition, you're going to get good looks because the defense has got to be out of position. And so we really got to kind of focus on trying to get up and down the floor and playing at a faster tempo, because we know Gorman's half-court defense is going to be really good, and so we're going to really want to try and get out and run.
Thank you so much, Coach, for your time, and good luck tonight against Sioux Falls O'Gorman.
All right, thanks, Brett.
That was Brookings boys coach Travis Ingebretz, and we're going to take a break and we're going to hear from O'Gorman boys coach Derek Roby.
Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday on Real Presence Live. It's Straight Talk from 9:30 to 10 a.m. Central.
You're addressing critical Catholic issues in a fun way.
Straight Talk is your opportunity to share questions and comments on topics relating to the faith or on things happening in the world around us with our local hosts and
Welcome
priests.
back to
My question is,
I have some questions about the bishop.
very good questions.
Make sure the guidance.
Straight Talk, 9:30 to 10 Central, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday mornings on Real Presence Live.
Welcome back to the Knights Game Day Show, brought to you by First Premier Bank Card. I'm now joined by O'Gorman boys basketball coach Derek Roby. Coach, you came off an exciting win at the Pentagon against Sioux Falls Roosevelt, 42-41 on Tuesday night. And you did do a change to the starting lineup. You put Zach Norton in, talking just after the game more about just kind of what he brings to the table with his quickness with Feldkamp. And the first 4 points of the game came from Zach and his effort last night, and your strategy getting him in the starting lineup, and how do you think it turned out for you?
Well, obviously we were really pleased with it. I mean, but Zach's been putting in solid minutes for us all year, whether he starts and or comes off the bench. He's a returning starter from a year ago. You know that. He started for us for the bulk of the season a year ago, and we had Jeremy Jones move in, and Jeremy just kind of gave us more size down low. So early in the season, when we were thinking of the size to maybe be able to pull a Coy away from the basket, we kind of thought, well, Jeremy's the guy that we want to get off to a good start with. Well, last night we just made the change purely based on matchups. Like you alluded to, we were concerned with Tyler Feldkamp for Roosevelt, and Zach Norton, who's obviously also a very gifted athlete that we could put on the floor. And it was purely based on matchups, but certainly Norton came ready to play and got us off to a great start.
And one fun matchup last night, there was a lot of fun matchups. Aiden Evans versus Okoye down low. Similar size. They were really shoving on each other the whole night long. And then I thought, he had the game-winning shot at the end of the game. Just talk about that matchup you saw from Okoye and your strategy of going to him on that last play of the game when you're down one needing a basket.
Well, obviously you want to try to get the closest shot you can get, that higher percentage. So it was a no-brainer to try to get Okoye a touch, especially the year he's had, the night he had. So we just simply ran one of our quick hits and tried to get him a touchdown more by the block. And, he turned it into a harder shot than I thought he had to, but it was a great shot up over the top of their guy.
Kusler.
Yeah. So with that being said, he played great, made a great shot, and the rest is history, I guess.
Now we have Brookings tonight, a team that's 4-10 right now. What do you know so far about this Brookings team you're going to see tonight?
Well, they're dangerous. I don't think their 4-10 record gives any indication of the type of team they are. They had a great look at Lincoln a couple weeks ago. In fact, they had the last-second shot. It was a 3 look, and if it goes in, they beat Lincoln. So very capable. They have a dangerous player with Drew Cole. He lit us up a year ago, if you remember right. I don't know what he ended up with, 30, 32, 34, something like that, against Canyon Bauer even. So very, very capable. We're going to have to control him. We have to take advantage of our home court tonight and use the momentum of our home court, the enthusiasm or the electricity that comes with our home court, and hopefully we can get a W.
When I watch your team offensively, it's really fun to see when the kids really move the ball around, swing around, share the ball, compared to sometimes going on the one-on-one variety. Just because you have so many guys that are capable of scoring on your team, like we've mentioned before, where you don't really have that one guy, but you have 5 or 6 guys in your offensive system to work right. How important is it to be patient and just move the ball around?
Well, I think you hit the nail right on the head. It's a lot more fun for everybody involved to be unselfish and to run when you have an opportunity. I think we look a lot better in transition when we just get out and go and find the open guy and let it fly from there, if you will. You're exactly right. You look at our basketball team and there's not one guy that has to score. You look at our stats at this point, and I think Luke Ronsik's probably leading the way at roughly 10 points a game, but then we have a couple guys that are scoring 9. We have a couple more that are scoring 8 points a game. It's just pretty even teal for us this far. So hopefully that continues, and they continue to play unselfish, and we continue to get on a roll.
Thanks so much, Coach. Good luck tonight.
Thank you much, Brett.
Financial Benefits Company helps individuals and small businesses prepare for retirement. Financial Benefits Company's philosophy is safe principal, positive return. You can reach John Fritsch at 605-334-8086 and on the web at fbcjf.com. Financial Benefits Company is a proud sponsor of Catholic Radio.
Community. It's at the heart of everything we do at First Premier Bank and Premier Bank Card. From supporting area athletics to funding academic scholarships, we continually seek new ways to improve and strengthen communities we serve. At the heart of these communities are people, our customers, and our employees. We work hard to ensure our customers are successful and our communities thrive. It's the Premier way. It's what community banking is all about. First Premier Bank and Premier Bank Card. Locally grown, nationally known.
Sport involves more than the movement of the body. It demands intelligence and the disciplining of human will. It reveals the wonderful structure of the human person, a spiritual being, a unity of body and soul, created by God. On Real Presence Radio, this is O'Gorman Knights basketball. Today's game is brought to you by
Catholic Family Services, Catholic Community Foundation of Eastern South Dakota, Jardine Construction, Hagen Chiropractic Clinic, Mini Critters, Barnett Vision Clinic, Crossroads, the Barnes DeMoore Group Financial Advisors at Morgan Stanley, Sioux Falls Catholic Schools, Jeff Alvey with Fair Tax Inc., John Fritsch with the Financial Benefits Company, Knights of Columbus Insurance Field Agent Heath Dickelman, Pizza Ranch and Fun Zone Arcade on 41st Street, First Premier Bank Card, Sioux Equipment Company, Ide Bailey, Ferendorf Family Chiropractic and Wellness, Mark Promis with Providence Financial, Big Rig Barbecue, and Jameson Rounds Managing Partner of Value Visor.
with all the exciting action of O'Gorman Knights basketball. Here's Brett Byler and Dan Johnson.
And welcome back to O'Gorman High School. You were just listening to the Knights Game Day Show, brought to you by First Premier Bank and Premier Bank Cards, a proud sponsor of Sioux Falls O'Gorman Sports. First Premier Bank Card, locally grown and nationally known. Dan, it's now time for our Keys to Victory for Sioux Falls O'Gorman, brought to you by John Fritsch with the Financial Company. What do you got tonight for the Keys to Victory?
Well, we're getting ready here, so make it quick. They got to control the run. You know, Brookings is a scrappy, aggressive team, so guard that three-point line. You know, Cole 6'7" forward. He's averaging almost 15 points a game. So they got to get the rebounds, control the paint inside, and so they're going to play about 7-8 players normally, Brookings, and they're going to come out fighting. They're going to want to take that, get up there to 6-0 lead and take that run and go for it. So they're going to have to. Roby's going to have to play O'Gorman basketball, take advantage of the home crowd here tonight against the Bobcats.
All right, thank you, Dan. The Keys to Victory for Sioux Falls O'Gorman are brought to you by John Fritsch with the Financial Benefits Company. Financial Benefit Company helps individuals and businesses plan for retirement. John can be reached at 334-8086. Now it's time for a quick prayer by Father Christopher Cowles.
Hello, this is Father Christopher Cowles with the Parish of Our Lady of Guadalupe here in Sioux Falls. Let us pray. Heavenly Father, we thank you for all of our athletes, and we ask that you bless them and watch over them this evening as they enter into this game. Please allow them to keep safe, to enjoy their time, and to remember that this is meant to be something that is fun. Allow their families and friends to cheer them on with all their hearts, and allow us to keep the true sense of sportsmanship always in our hearts and minds. We also thank you for our Catholic faith. Allow our students as they play to never forget for whom they offer their lives, for Jesus Christ. And we ask all this through Christ our Lord. Amen.
All right, thank you, Father Cowles. And there's a three-pointer hit by Brookings on the first possession of the ball game, and we are underway at O'Gorman High School. It's O'Gorman versus Brookings. And we have Zach Norton and Dan still in the starting lineup. Dan will let people know in the next dead ball who the starters are for O'Gorman. And there's Okoye with the baseline jumper. So Okoye, who hit the game winner against Roosevelt Tuesday night, starts where he left off with a nice jump shot.
Oh, that looked good.
Down low, here is Drew Cole. And Drew Cole scores over Bauer and Okoye.
Yeah, you can tell he's 6'7". He's going to play verbally committed to Dakota Wesleyan. Wilbur over there, so.
That's a very good program.
That's it. Wilbur's an excellent coach.
So here's Okoye again. Airballs a shot. Luke Ronsick, Johnny on the spot, gets the putback. So Luke Ronsick, the Knights' leading scorer in 11.5 a game, gets his first basket. The Bobcats at 4-10 on the season, coming off a 12-point loss to Watertown in Brookings Tuesday night. They had a game against Aberdeen Central that was postponed Thursday night. Dribble kick out. Here is another three, Dan, as Trent Brooksick with the three.
What's he averaging? What's he put up?
About 11 a ball game.
Yeah, he's
second leading scorer behind Drew Cole.
He's 31% from the three-point line, so he's shooting pretty good tonight.
Air ball by Norton. It's 8-4. Brookings has scored on their first three possessions of the ball game about 2 minutes in.
They're a scrappy team. They're going to go after it. They're aggressive. They want to win bad.
They have nothing to really lose either.
Nope.
Here is Bauer, a three off, and the rebound is taken down by Woodall. Trying to get the ball to Sell. Look at Kenyon Bauer, Dan, with the hustle.
He was going for the interception there in football.
So Kenyon with a nice hustle play gets O'Gorman the ball. Okoye's posting up against Drew Cole. Out to Luke Ronsick.
I think that'd be a good matchup with Cole and Okoye underneath.
And a foul on the floor.
Cartwright. Foul's going to be on Wilbur. His first.
That's the team's first foul. We got a substitution already. Jeremy Jones in for Zach Norton. You can watch the video stream tonight on YouTube. Go to Real Presence Radio /Sioux Falls. Jones down low, powers it up and scores. I'm going to make a prediction right now, Dan, that this is going to be a good game for Jeremy Jones. The size for the Knights is going to be an advantage against this smaller Brookings team.
Well, you're going to need the quickness. I think he's going to keep everybody fresh because they're going to. Oh,
and there is Brooksick, Dan, for his second three.
He's on fire. 11-6, 4:40 in the first quarter. Here, Brookings leads the Knights.
And that's already 3 3-pointers for Brookings. Luke Ronsick dishes down to Okoye. Okoye throws it back out. The Jack Cartwright's three goes in and out, and rebound by Trevor Woodall. Here comes Eric Sell. Can't ask for a better start if you're Brookings.
That's what they said. They're going to come out quick, and they bring up the ball well. Here's steal by Cartwright. He's going to take it all the way. Oh! And Bunny, and then Jones on the trailer then.
And Jeremy Jones gets the putback as Jack kind of blew the layup, and Jeremy has two quick baskets.
Wow, how did he blow that? I mean, wow.
3 offensive rebounds already for the Knights. Brookings is kind of passing around the perimeter right now. Woodall over at Drew Cole, who traveled.
And Cole goes down, and Cartwright and Kenyon go running over to pick him up. That's sportsmanship.
So we got some subs for O'Gorman, Dan.
42, we got Brandon Fisher, the 6'1 senior, in. He played a little bit the other night, too. So we got Fisher, Ronsick, Cole Brunin, 33, the senior. Jones and Okoye for the Knights here. 3:49, Brookings leads 11-8.
As we said in the pregame show, O'Gorman's won 8 straight games against Brookings. Brookings' last win was in the 12-13 season, the year before we started covering O'Gorman, and Jeremy Jones, another basket.
6 points for Jones. Knights bring it within 1.
And they've all been within about 2 feet of the hoop. Here is Brookings. Around the perimeter, here is Woodall. Over to Beers, who just checked in the ball game.
Great defense by the Knights.
Drew Cole now is guarded by Okoye. Back out to Brooksick, who's hit a couple of threes already.
7 seconds on the shot clock.
Drew Cole around Okoye, short. And rebound by Cole Brune.
Knights slow it down.
Also in the game is Ryan Treiber for Brookings. So
you can hear Coach Roby hollering out.
Okoye with the fall away, misses. Jones, another rebound, scores again.
How did he pull that one off? Sweet.
So Jeremy Jones has 8 points. Knights with their first lead, Dan, of the game, 12-11. 2:33 left in the first quarter.
Coming off the bench with 8 points right away. You called it.
In about 3 minutes of game time. Steal. Okoye traveled, I think.
No, he got called foul, but he did travel. So that's two fouls for Brookings here.
And this one's on Drew Cole, his first. Apologize about my voice, folks. A little cold I've had since Wednesday, so gonna get through the game and rely on Dan a lot tonight.
You don't want to do that.
Down low is Jones again with a mismatch against Treiber. Okoye for 3, misses it.
Hey, Brookings slows it down too. They bring it up. Usually Brookings been bringing transition pretty fast, bringing it up. But
you heard Coach Ingebretson too in the pregame show, says they're better if they play fast against O'Gorman. Another 3 for Brooksick, off the mark. Cole Brune, another rebound.
Gorman brings it up fast.
Brune dishes it to Luke Ronsick. Brandon Fisher down low, over to Jeremy Jones. Lost it out of bounds, but it's off the Brookings defender at Treiber.
Okay, Cartwright and Kenyon Bauer back in, and Fisher and Okoye taking breather. No, excuse me, Ronsick. So we got Fisher, Bruin, Bauer, Cartwright, Jones in for the Knights.
And Carson Golickson, the senior, is in for Brookings.
Brookings will play 7-8 guys on the normal.
Not a lot of players they play. And Cole Brune, did he hurt his foot, Dan?
Oh,
Look like he sprained an ankle or twisted something. So
he's walking.
Might have to have a trainer take a look at him. He's limping pretty good.
Roby will probably want to. Yep, he's going to come out.
So we're going to have a substitute for Cole Brune. And Dan, I was just going to say before he got hurt, I think Cole the last 2 or 3 games has been playing his best basketball this season.
For a senior, that's perfect. I mean, that's where you want him to be, coming to play ball now. His senior year, coming in the last 4 or 5 games right before the state tournament, the round of 16, that's where you want him to be.
So does the Knights, I don't know this rule, did the Knights get to pick the guy shooting the free throw for the injured player? They might, because Ronsick's their best free throw shooter.
Well, whoever replaces him, so that was a and you jinxed that one. But
you jinxed him Monday night or Tuesday night.
I know. But no, whoever comes in for him is the shooter then.
All right, so Luke makes the second free throw. I didn't jinx him that time. He has 3 points. 87% free throw shooter on the year. Knights up 13-11, a minute 20 left in the first quarter at O'Gorman High School. Brookings has made 3 3-pointers here in the first quarter.
Other than that, that's the only thing they've done, really.
In the corner now is Treiber. Drew Cole thought about the 3. Canyon closed out. Might have got away with a extra step there. Here's Cole again. Good defense by Canyon.
Oh, see how Canyon stuck to him like glue.
Long 3 is no good by Woodall. Nice box out by Brandon Fisher.
Okay, 47 seconds left in the first quarter.
Jack Cartwright with the dribble over to Brandon Fisher. Jeremy Jones does have a mismatch right now against Treiber. Clear out, Dan. Jeremy, good defense. Jack Cartwright, the pull-up shot is fouled by Golickson.
So that would be the 4th team foul for Brookings. Doesn't foul that much. They're averaging about 14 fouls a game. So.
Yeah, we were looking at their stats in the pregame, and that was what kind of stood out to us. Knights shoot about 13 free throws a ball game. They're a 70% team free throw shooting on the season. And Jack Cartwright's an 80% free throw shooter, makes the first.
14-11. Shot clock had turned off. 29.1 seconds to go in the first quarter here in Sioux Falls.
And the Brookings girls are playing the O'Gorman girls in Brookings right now as well. Jack Cartwright misses the free throw. There's a Jones No jump ball is tied up, spins. Over to Luke Ronsick. As you can hear Coach Roby whistle. Danny, I think he has one of the best whistles of any coach I've ever heard.
You can hear him a mile away.
So now with 10 seconds left, Luke Ronsick on the clear out, looks like. Top of the key, 7. Crosses over between the legs to the left. Inside to Canyon, out to Fisher. At the buzzer is air ball.
14-11 is your score into the first quarter.
So the Knights leading by 3 after the end of 1. We're going to take a break. We'll come back for the start of the second quarter in just a second here.
Morgan Stanley values long-term relationships with its clients. I'm Andy Demore, financial advisor with the Barnes Demore Group of Morgan Stanley's Sioux Falls office. Thad Barnes and myself know that building relationships begins with getting to know each client. We can create personal investment strategies to help meet retirement, education, and other financial needs.
Andy and Thad can be reached at 338-6500. Investments and services are offered through Morgan Stanley Smith Barney, LLC, member SIPC.
Big Rig Barbecue brings a Texas-style barbecue to South Dakota. They use a real wood smoker for all their meats, every single day. Big Rig Barbecue serves sliced brisket, pulled pork, chicken, and ribs. They offer pre-orders for smaller events and gatherings and cater for large events, including parties, meetings, and graduations. Big Rig Barbecue's new sit-down location is on the corner of 41st and Minnesota. Their website, bigrigbbbq.net.
And welcome back to O'Gorman High School. The Knights up by 3 over Brookings, 14-11. Taking the ball out of bounds as we start the second quarter. On the court for the Knights is Canyon Bauer, Jack Cartwright, Okoye, Luke Ronsick, and Zach Norton. Okoye with some good defense by Woodall. Misses the shot.
Yeah, that was good defense by there. Really, Brookings in the first quarter, 3 3-pointers. That's about all they've got.
And those are all kind of like in the very beginning stages, too.
In the first minute and a half, 2 minutes.
They scored on their first 3 possessions. Since then, only 1 basket till then as Trevor Woodall with the basket.
Nice play. Somebody missed their assignment, let him in for the layup.
Canyon lost it, picked up by Norton, who had a terrific game against Roosevelt, 14 points in that one.
You see how they collapsed on Norton there? Brookings is good for that. They play great D.
Canyon trying to get it down low to Okoye, and that's stolen by the Bobcats. Here comes Wilbur. He lost it, but Triber has it. Brooksick, you got to get on him. He made 2 threes in the first quarter. Over to Triber. Doesn't shoot it. To Wilbur. Brooksick fires a 3 and scores it.
That's what, 3 threes for him?
3 threes for him.
Yeah.
The Bobcats are a 5-0 run to start the second quarter. Are up 16-14.
Knights are moving the ball around well.
Canyon not really looking to shoot as they're playing off of him right now. Okoye, nice drive and cannot get it, but is fouled.
He's going to line for 2.
On the season, Okoye is a 58% free throw shooter.
15 fouls, so that's one thing that's going in our favor is that we have no fouls. And I don't want to say that because watch, we'll get foul here right away. And Okoye misses his first one.
So in the game now is Drew Cole going to replace Triber for the Bobcats. Brookings, don't let their record deceive you, folks. They lost by 2 at Lincoln on the 31st. They had them almost beat the number 1 team in state, so might be a little bit better than their record. And that's almost tipped in by Bobcat, actually, as Okoye misses both.
Wow. Okoye's usually clutch to get some of those.
Brooksick and Dan, we just jinxed him. You said no fouls, and 10 seconds later, Luke Ronsick gets a reaching foul.
First foul for the Knights.
So Jeremy Jones going to check in for Zach Norton. And what Catholic school is represented here tonight, honoring tonight, Dan?
It's St. Mary's over there, south, right off of 26 there in McKinnon Park area. St. Mary's Catholic School, St. Mary Catholic Church. Father David Desmond is a priest over there. And Miss Shields is the principal.
Yes.
At St. Mary's, and she's here tonight with nice group of young men and women. Actually, they're playing in a band and everything. They're getting them. We got an offensive foul.
Offensive foul by the Bobcats, and they did a terrific job down on the national anthem, which was kind of playing during our coach interview for Roby. So.
And where does Coach Roby teach at? St. Mary's. So this is his school. So he wants to win tonight.
Absolutely, made a little extra pressure. Ronczyk's shot is missed, and he gets a foul on frustration against Drew Cole. That's Luke's second.
Yep, reach-in foul. So Duke's going to have it take a seat. Zach Norton's going to come in. 16-14, Bobcats lead, 5:48 to go in the second quarter.
It's also a pink out theme in the student section, so you can see a lot of pink shirts for the O'Gorman students to the left of us. We'll get them on camera on the timeout.
I don't think some of the students got that memo.
No.
But I just texted a girl down there, and I said, one of my daughter's friends, I said, where's your pink? She gave me a look.
Here is Brookings throws it away at Coy with the steal. Jones going to go all the way in over to Bauer. Set shot is good.
Canyon Bauer first 2 points. Tied it up 16 all.
Canyon averages just about 3 points a ball game.
That was 2.5 minutes before we scored there, Brett.
Yeah. Bobcats. Jones trying to get the steal, and he's going to get a foul call.
Okay, 3 team fouls now on the Knights. His first.
So the Bobcats taking it out of bounds. Jones going for a steal, misses it. Sets up an open three by Sell in the corner, no good. Loose ball. Over to O'Gorman.
O'Gorman ball. Right in front of the student section. Bauer will bring it in.
There in the video stream, I just kind of panned over. You can see some of the pink there. Without Michael Promis here, I got double duty, cameraman and broadcaster, so try my best. Congrats to Michael and Aaron on their new baby boy, born on the 28th of January, Maxwell Anthony Promis. Future O'Gorman Knight, Dan, I think.
Oh, definitely.
And Jeremy Jones got it going on tonight. Hits the turnaround jumper. He has 10 points.
10 out of the 18. Knights take the lead, 18-16, 4:22 in the second quarter. This is a very fast-paced game.
Knights have scored the last 4 points. And are they going to count the basket there, Dan? I think so, as Eric Sell hit Okoye. Okoye made the shot. They're going to call a foul on Okoye, and he has a chance for the three-point play.
I would watch it. I just stepped out, looked over and stuff. I thought he was set, but.
That's Sell's first points of the game. He's only a 40% free throw shooter on the year. Makes that one, though. So that would be Okoye's first foul. The Knights have picked up 4 quick fouls now after we said they had 0.
I got to quit saying that stuff.
So down low, here's Jones. To Okoye, back out to Norton. Back down to Jeremy. Loses it, and that's a steal by Beers.
Brookings brings it up fast in transition.
Down low is Wilbur for the basket. Knights did not get back. And Jay Wilbur scores.
Nope, lack of communication there. 21-18, 3:39. Brookings lead, second quarter.
So Norton has it over to Okoye to Canyon.
Been outscored 10-4 here in the second.
Yeah, the Bobcats have played well so far. Here's Jones. Nice move and scores.
There's 12 now for Jones. 20-21.
And 10 of them have been really close to the basket using that height advantage.
I think all 10 have been about 6 feet right from the basket.
Sell against Cartwright. And I think, is it going to be Jack going to get the foul?
Yep. Boy, we picked up 5 quick fouls to their 6. 5 to none for them. How the fouls change.
You can see Cole Brune on the bench with a big thing of ice on that left ankle. So I don't know if he'll be back in or not today. Jack Cartwright with the rebound off the Brookings miss on the layup.
Okay, Eddie Myler in number 44, the sophomore.
So
6'5".
So cousin Eddie making his debut tonight, and he loses it. And Trevor Woodall hits the score table, and Vinny's there, kind of got a little brunt of the hit.
Okay, we got number 20, Cole Hardy, the 6-foot junior, going to check in for Zach Norton. So we got Cartwright, Hardy, Jones, Myler, and Bauer in for the Knights. 2:37. Knights down by 1 in the second.
21-20 Bobcats. Here is Eddie. Over to Jeremy Jones. Faces up, shoots in and out. Jack with the offensive rebound. Out to Canyon. Go Hardy thought about the three. Over to Eddie Myler. And Jack loses it. Woodall with the steal.
Another turnover.
Woodall in. Scoop shot is up and good.
And he's fouled by, is it Bauer?
That was a fancy little scoop shot by Trevor Woodall.
Oh, Cole Hardy on the backside.
So Woodall with a scoop, and Cole Hardy picks up the foul. 6-team foul for the Knights. Woodall's second free throw is good. So a three-point play the old-fashioned way by Trevor Woodall.
They got a couple of those.
This Brookings team isn't very tall, but they're pretty athletic and active. I'll give that to them.
That's what I said. They're aggressive. That's one thing about it.
Cole Hardy, open three, air ball. Jones tries to save it, does get it to Myler. Back out to Jones, down low to Eddie Myler. Faces up Cole, spins, shoots, misses, gets his own rebound. Up again, and Eddie Myler scores.
Stay with it. Way to stay with it, Eddie. The 6'5" sophomore. We needed that.
Drew Cole all the way.
And we got a charge.
Foul.
And we got a charge. Eddie's good for that. Eddie's good for that. He just sits right in there and just stands and takes it. He did that like 3-4 games ago.
That's back-to-back positive plays by the 6'5" sophomore Myler.
Okay, Hardy's coming out. Fisher's coming back in. Norton's in. So we got Fisher, Cartwright, Norton, Myler, Jones in. Minute 30. Knights down by 2. 22-24. Bobcats lead.
These are always important. That last 2 minutes of the halves and quarters are always times where you try to make a statement, try to go into the half with momentum. Let's see if the Knights can do that with a few baskets here. Myler getting guard tough by Triber that time. Out to Jeremy Jones, only now 12 on the shot clock. Here's Zach Norton, dribbles, is tied up. And
we got
jump ball, maybe?
No, we got a foul.
Oh, man, I thought that was a jump.
Beers, Norton's going to go to the line. Norton is 54 from the free throw line.
That was a close one. I thought Zach might have been tied up that time. So he'll have a 1-1. Free throws up and good.
Okay, got an update up in Brookings, Brett. End of first quarter, the O'Gorman girls 8, Brookings Bobcats 9.
I think that's going to be a close one all the way, Dan.
Yeah, two good teams up there. That's going to be. I got getting the scouting reports from up there.
So both free throws are made by Norton, pulls the Knights to even 24 apiece.
Under a minute and a half. Brookings brings it up slow.
So Trevor Woodall with it, guarded by Jeremy Jones. Lost it, regained it just before going out of bounds. Jones is tied up by Gullickson.
A little bit of a push and shove in there. And we got a timeout.
Oh, so did they give O'Gorman the timeout there?
Yep. Cartwright right here. Heads up play. Called a timeout right here. So
the only thing is you got to have full possession to be able to do that. I don't think Jones ever did have full possession of it, but we'll take it. We're not going to not take it. So 24-24, Dan, what's your impression so far of the first about 15 minutes of this ball game?
I tell you, like I said, Brookings is a scrappy team. They come out, they're hungry, and they're showing that. They're very aggressive. You know, I do like when they like Coach just said in his pregame show about it, when they bring the ball up fast on O'Gorman, that's when they can execute. And that's most of their points have been on that, hasn't it?
Right, yeah.
And they got, 4 threes? So half their points should come from threes, but still, they got a couple of bunnies here underneath, but we've also missed 2-3 bunnies down there.
Well, pretty much all our points, though, Dan, have been in the paint. We have not. I don't know if we made a single three this whole first half.
Jones got 12, and he's inside. So here we go. 12-second difference on the shot clock.
So the Knights have Norton, Jones, Okoye, Cartwright, and Fisher on the court. Fisher with it. Over to Jeremy Jones. Hands it off to Norton. Inside, back out to Jeremy Jones. Drives to Cartwright. Three-pointers up and short. Eric Sell with the rebound.
Okay, 17 seconds. Shot clock's off. Brookings going to bring it up for one last shot here. 24 all at half.
So Brookings could take the lead if they get a basket here. Here is Woodall, guarded by Okoye. Nice crossover. All the way in with the left hand is fouled by Cartwright.
Yep, Jack's going to get him. So
that's 2 nice moves by Woodall on that play.
Got some moves, don't they?
He's a 6'2 senior, 69% free throw shooter on the season.
Actually, team-wise, they're 71% for the team, so he missed his air. We got Hardy's going to check in for Cartwright, for Fisher.
Hardy is a good three-point shooter. That's why they want him in. Get your offensive players in here.
What does that mean? That's our Hail Mary guy.
And Woodall misses both free throws. Here's Okoye.
Push it up to Hardy.
Hardy for 3 at the buzzer's blocked. Good play by Eric Sell. So we're all even, folks. 24 apiece as we go into half. The Knights and the Brookings Bobcats. After the commercial break, we'll have the Knights halftime show sponsored by Heath Dickelman, your Knights of Columbus insurance field agent.
Your family is depending on you. Your family is looking to you to make sure they're safe, protected, and taken care of. Knights of Columbus Insurance offers the protection they need, whether it's term life, whole life, long-term care insurance, disability income insurance, annuities, retirement planning, estate planning, or an insurance analysis. Please call Heath Dickelman at 605-351-7978. Knights of Columbus Insurance.
Whether you need to be fitted with eyeglasses or contact lenses, or you need a comprehensive eye exam, Barnett Vision Clinic in Sioux Falls utilizes the latest technology and treatments available. Barnett Vision Clinic offers a wide selection of eye care products, including sunwear, eyewear, and contact lenses to fit your specific eye care needs. Barnett Vision Clinic offers a same-day pay for patients without vision coverage. Their number is 605-335-7757 or online at barnettvisionclinic.com.
Do you have daily pain and discomfort that includes headaches, neck and back pain, and arm and leg numbness? Dr. Mark Hagan with Hagan Chiropractic Clinic provides gentle adjusting, x-ray evaluation, rehabilitation, and massage therapy to treat these symptoms. Hagan Chiropractic Clinic is located on 14th and Cliff, 6 blocks north of Avera Hospital.
Hi, this is Dr. Mark Hagan with Hagan Chiropractic Clinic. Don't say ouch, call me at 361-OUCH.
Crossroads Book and Music is a local source for Catholic gifts and supplies for this Christmas season. From rosaries and medals to devotionals and Bibles, Crossroads is here with materials to help individuals give a gift with meaning that will last a lifetime. Crossroads also has a large selection of personalized gifts that make gift giving extra special. Crossroads Book and Music, 41st Street and Grange Avenue in Sioux Falls.
On Real Presence Radio, welcome to the Knights Halftime Show, sponsored by your Knights of Columbus Insurance field agent, Heath Dickelman. With the Knights Halftime Show, here's your hosts, Brett Byler and Dan Johnson.
And it's halftime here at O'Gorman High School. That's a close one, folks. 24-24, the Knights, third-ranked team in AA against the Brookings Bobcats, going to the ball game with a 4-10 record. But as Dan and myself alluded to before the start of during the pregame show, is Brookings is a little bit better, we think, than what their record indicates, and they've shown it tonight. An athletic team, not overly tall, but they play hard. They got some shooters, and they started off the game really hot, Dan. Their first 3 possessions, they made 2 3-pointers right away. And that kind of helps with your confidence as a road team, an underdog, getting those early shots to go down.
Yeah, I mean, here we are. It was 14-11 O'Gorman at the quarter break, and we scored 10. They scored 13 points, came back. And so they're very – I love their transition. They bring the ball up good. They bring it down. They work it. They're not afraid to shoot the ball by any means.
And what about O'Gorman offensively? We had a really rough first half shooting from the outside, but the inside game was working. Jeremy Jones, 12 points, 10 of them within about 3 feet of the hoop.
Yeah. And the other thing that's hurting us right now, Cole Bruin went out. Was that in the first or beginning of the second?
In the first quarter, yeah.
In the first quarter, and he was sitting there. We just saw over there, right in the end of the second, he's got a bag of ice on his ankle. So he was driving the lane in the paint and going up, and I don't know if he stepped on somebody or kind of looked at it. There's a lot of traffic there, but it'd be interesting to go back and just see how he did it. But he came up just a limp, and so we hope is better, because they're going to miss him. If he's out for the rest of the game, they're going to miss him.
And he's been playing some of his best basketball the last 2 or 3 games.
Yeah, we talked about that. Now he's bringing his A game on. He's executing well, taking some great shots, playing some great defense. The other night he played great defense. The last 2-3 games. So they're going to miss him. If he's going to be out the second half, the Knights are going to miss him. But you have Brandon Fisher, the other senior, coming in and playing. Eddie Myler, I tell you what, the 2 plays that stuck out to me for the sophomore, the 5'6" sophomore, Eddie Myler, is that double reverse down there in the other end for the layup, and he took that charge. Who was it that charge?
Drew Cole.
Cole took him, and Eddie done that 2-3 times this year and held his ground and got the offensive. And that's one thing about a sophomore. He's not afraid. He'll take it.
Absolutely. So. Well, after the commercial break, we'll come back. We'll have our Inside O'Gorman segment, find out how the O'Gorman girls gymnastics team has been doing at state.
Is the road there inevitable? It's not. That's why O'Gorman education matters. It's where you'll grow in your faith, be challenged, celebrate, and become part of a community. These are the moments that will shape your life. This is where your path will unfold. What are you waiting for? You belong in blue.
Ferendorf Family Chiropractic and Wellness is a 3rd-generation practice focusing on inspiring patients to take control of their personal health and the health of their families. Dr. Eric Ferendorf, a 1999 O'Gorman alum, is a proud 3rd-generation O'Gorman Cathedral High School graduate, following in the footsteps of his grandfather and uncle. Ferendorf Family Chiropractic and Wellness is located at 229 West 39th Street and can be reached at 605-334-8000.
And we're back at Sioux Falls O'Gorman High School. Brett Myler and Dan Johnson will get for the Knights halftime show. Now it's time for our Inside O'Gorman segment, sponsored by the Sioux Falls Catholic Schools. And the Sioux Falls O'Gorman gymnastic team's been busy this weekend up at the Swiftel Center in Brookings for state gymnastics. On Friday, the team competed in the team portion of the competition, getting 5th overall with a 134.65. So congratulations to all the ladies competing there. And then today was the individual portion of the state meet, and the Knights had a medalist, which was Jaden Robbins, just a freshman, I believe. She made the all-tournament team. She placed 12th on the bars, 9th on the beam, and 10th in the all-around competition with a 34.55. We had other girls competing like Catherine Kolb. There's just, Elizabeth Miller was in it as well. There's just a really fun event for the O'Gorman gymnastics team that they did really well in, getting 5th as a team. And also their coach, congratulations to Sky Bork. She got awarded the Coaches Leadership Award also on Friday afternoon. So tremendous season, another good season, Dan, for the O'Gorman gymnastics girls.
Was there 9 girls up there?
Yes.
Yeah, for the team. So wonderful to see that when they do that well in the state tournament. So hats off and congratulations to the gymnastics team here at O'Gorman High School.
So really the only thing left then besides basketball is wrestling, which the wrestling state meet will be in a couple weeks. I believe that's up in Rapid City too, so we'll have to see how the wrestlers do. But Coach Spork and her girls, congratulations on the 5th place finish at the state meet as a team, and Jaden Robbins making the all-tournament team today as well. And we also have a proud sponsor, Dan, of the Inside O'Gorman segment.
Inside O'Gorman brought to you by Sioux Falls Catholic Schools. The 6 elementary schools, junior high, and high school exemplify gospel values, strong student achievement, and community service. Each and every school dedicated to our mission of forming a Catholic community of faith and learning by promoting the Catholic way of life through gospel values and academic excellence.
All right, thanks, Dan. We're going to take a break, and we come back. We'll have the start of the second half at Sioux Falls O'Gorman High School.
Providence Financial is committed to protecting what matters most to you, your family, and your future. Mark Promis, a trusted choice independent insurance agent with Providence Financial in Sioux Falls, does not work for any one insurance company. He works for you. Mark provides coverage for home, auto, business, health, life, and more. And he can customize policies for you. To make an appointment with Mark, you can call 605-376-3227, or you can visit him at 3208 East 26th Street.
Hi there, Ryan here from Mini Critters. Mini Critters has been a locally owned stop for all pets' needs to keep them happy and healthy. With all the pet food choices available, finding the right dog or cat food can be a challenge. But no worries. We can be reached at 605-361-0006 and let our staff help find the perfect food for any dog or cat. Mini Critters has food, treats, toys, and more. Mini Critters, your friends, your family.
And welcome back to Sioux Falls O'Gorman High School. Tonight's halftime show for the O'Gorman Knights has been brought to you by Heath Dickelman, your Knights of Columbus insurance field agent for Sioux Falls and Southeast South Dakota area. For long-term or for term life or whole life, long-term care insurance and retirement planning, Heath can be contacted at 605-351-7978. Knights of Columbus Insurance.
Here we go. We're going to start the second quarter here. Tied up. We got a new ball game, 24-all here at O'Gorman. Brookings Bobcats are visiting O'Gorman High School tonight. And it's 24-all beginning of the third quarter. Leading scorer for the Knights is Jeremy Jones so far, coming off the bench with 12 points. All 12 points have been about 5-6 footers in the paint. Nothing really. No three-pointers for the Knights tonight, which is very odd. I mean, we had a couple tried, but not the, I know Ronzik tried, Cartwright hit a couple, even Canyon tried, but Canyon doesn't shoot that many threes. So Canyon's only attempted 15 for the whole year.
So the third quarter is underway. Dan Johnson, Brett Byler with you, Real Presence Radio, and Drew Cole on cue starts out the second half, kind of like the first half of the basket for Brookings.
Yeah, you got an update on Brookings, the girls. O'Gorman 19, Brookings 20. So we got a 1-point game there. Close game up there as well for the Lady Knights.
And those are two top 5 teams, Dan. Brookings girls 5th in the state, O'Gorman 1st. So here's Cartwright out the screen by Okoye, in and out. He's been a little bit off tonight, and rebound by Eric Sell.
Look how fast Brookings brings it up transition.
And that's a Wilbur miss on the 3. Good hustle by Trevor Woodall, but it'll be Knights ball.
I thought maybe he's going to get a foul over Okoye there, but they didn't call that. So,
what are going to be some keys, Dan, for O'Gorman here in the second half to get a win against a game Brookings team tonight?
I'd start working it inside a little bit more. I'd start using Okoye a little bit, and Cole's going to pop out forward. So,
and Okoye does not hit that shot as he slaps his hand in disgust from about 18 feet away.
There's 2 shots by the Knights in and out.
Good dish and kick, and that's an air ball by Woodall on the 3. Cartwright gets the rebound, and I think Drew Cole's going to get a foul.
Yeah, he knew it. Put his head up, and so Cole, that's his second. First team foul for the Bobcats.
And the outside shots have just not been going in for O'Gorman tonight.
It is Drew's dad sitting right down here, Dallas Cole, does all the radio for Brookings. He's been an icon up there for years. Up at Brookings. Everybody in Brookings knows who he is. Recognize his voice.
Nice play defensively by the Bobcats. Knocking that out of bounds is Trent Brooksick.
Okay, Jeremy Jones is in for Kenyon Bauer. The Gorman ball. Jones is going to put it in right underneath it, right underneath the basket.
And Dan, the Brookings leading scorer, Drew Cole, has 3 fouls. He just went to the bench.
Yep.
Jones down low to Okoye. Gets shoved. And it's going to be a foul on Woodall.
I thought maybe, but they didn't call it in. I thought he was shooting. Okay.
They're not as generous as the NBA sometimes in those continuation plays in high school.
I don't watch NBA.
Oh, bad pass and a steal by Brooksick all the way, and he gets the layup and good. Trent Brooksick.
Brookings takes their biggest lead, 28-24 here in this third quarter.
Well, Gorman's yet to score, Dan.
Yep. See, I think just like I said earlier, they start working inside and stuff. Brookings can't defend them. So, I mean, look, they just picked up two fouls in the paint there going into the basket. So, but how many turnovers we had?
Ronsick all the way, and it is foul.
It's 3 straight plays like that. Ronsick's on the line for 2.
It's Coach Ingebretson. You can hear him yelling. He wanted his players to try to take a charge there. They didn't. St. Mary's night, welcoming St. Mary's Catholic School here in Sioux Falls, kind of honoring them tonight. It's kind of cool, Dan, what they do with taking each of the elementary schools, and they give them a night, or maybe sometimes it's 2 schools together at the games for O'Gorman.
Yeah, they bring all 6 elementary schools. Second one for Ronsick, 26-28. They bring them both all in, and honor them and stuff, and the kids, you know, the 6th graders, 5th graders, they get to play with the high school and the band and stuff, and they get to come out and shoot 3-pointers or free throws at half and stuff. So they throw up T-shirts up in the crowd and stuff. They have a lot of fun.
You going to sing the national anthem too?
Yep.
So Brookings with the ball after the 2 made free throws by Ronsick. It's 28-26. O'Gorman leading. Jones with the block as they call for a foul. The ref with a look at him. He's got to be careful. I'll get a technical.
Oh, and the ref looked right back at him. But you see how Luke pulled back? Luke didn't want to pick up his 3rd. He knew. I mean, that's smart basketball. And now the other ref's talking to Jones. Jones got to calm down.
So Sell to the free throw line. Like I said, he's not a great free throw shooter, 40% of the season. Did make his only 1 in the first half.
In and out, 26-28. Bobcats lead, 5:40 in the 3rd.
Second one's on the way. It is good. Gets a friendly roll. We don't see many friendly rolls here so far tonight.
We want them down at this end.
Here is Ronsick to Okoye. Cartwright for 3. He's off. He's kind of been off all night, really.
Yeah, it's kind of a lot of them outside for everybody.
So Norton all over Brooksick, who passes it to Sell. Okoye almost with a steal. Good defense by Okoye. Wilbur down low, loose ball, Knights with the steal.
Here comes transition.
Luke all the way. Oh, misses a layup.
In and out. And I think Roby's saying he got fouled, but they didn't call it. And Brookings calls a timeout, Brett.
I think Engebretson just wants to get them a little bit more under control offensively, and it's a 30-second timeout by Brookings veteran coach Travis Engebretson in his 12th season at the helm, and 24-24 at the half, about halfway point here. The Knights only 1 basket in the 3rd quarter, only 5 points for Brookings. Offensively, Dan, what would you like to see the Knights do better than they're doing right now?
Outside shooting? Come on. They can't.
Just make one, please.
Make one 3 to build that confidence back up. You know, we haven't hit an outside shot all night. So the assistant coach was over talking to one of the refs, and that ref that I happen to know who he has, Jocko Johnson from Mitchell. He's been an icon in refs in South Dakota for, 40 years. I had him
so longer than I've been alive.
He was way back at Dakota State in college. We had him there in the SDIC and everything. So, yeah. So I'm not sure what the assistant was talking to him about, but.
Might must be telling if. We'll let the coaches talk to us, but tell your players to be quiet.
Now Ingebrigtsen is talking to Jocko too.
So the Bobcats with the ball, Dan, after the 30-second timeout. Up by 3, 29-26, 4:40 left in the third quarter. Brookings, if you're watching the video stream, are wearing. Oh, nice move by Woodall around Okoye and scores.
He burned him.
So good crossover by Trevor Woodall.
Biggest lead now for the Bobcats.
Luke Ronsick, there is finally a three.
It was 31-27. Now it's back to 2.
And Norton's going to get the foul, I believe.
Yep. Second team foul. That'd be Norton's first. Okay, Bauer's back in. Cartwright's out. Ronzik, Bauer, Coy, Jones, Norton for the Knights. 4:09. Knights down by 2 in the third.
And Beers is in the ball game for Brookings, replacing Wilbur. So here is Triber with it. Guarded by Jeremy Jones. Knights in man-to-man. Brookings has red tops, red bottoms. Knights in the home white tops with white bottoms. Brooksick from way out there misses. Kind of faded away there, too, on that three-point attempt.
Will Ronzik get hot here?
Well, Dan, the Knights make 7 threes a game, so it's not like they're a bad three-point shooting team. Ronzik again!
There we go.
Bullseye.
That's it. Just like that. 32-31. Knights take a lead. 6 straight points by the Knights. 3:33 in the third.
Hopefully that becomes contagious. You get to see the ball go in by one kid and have the others make them as well. So the Bobcats trying to answer. We got a foul on Okoye.
It'll be his second.
Third team foul for O'Gorman.
You know, Cole's still on the bench for Bobcats.
And that's a big piece missing. He's our leading scorer, about 15 a game. Also leading rebounder, too. He gives them size, Dan. They're really kind of an undersized team.
Okay, so here come Myler in, the number 44 sophomore.
And Woodall scores a layup out of the out-of-bounds play.
And Cole Bruin will not see any more action. I see a boot on him.
I was just actually going to say the same thing, Dan. As I looked over there, he has a boot on that left foot. Norton's three is no good. Nice rebound by Beers, who hands it off to Woodall. Canyon cuts him off. Brooksick with it. And Eddie Myler takes the charge.
Wow! That's 2.
So second charge for Eddie Myler. That fouls the first on Brooksick.
Eddie's taken 2. I like that. I mean, that's good. Good defense. 5 team fouls for the Brookings now in the second half.
Here comes Zach Norton for the Knights, who trail by 1, 33-32, 2:44 left in the third quarter. Ronsick, another 3 is off the mark.
Well, this one's going down the wire.
Oh, again, Woodall wide open. That's his third layup down this quarter.
Okay, so somebody missed their assignment there. That just doesn't happen against O'Gorman.
Can't make Coach Roby very happy. And Jones, wild shot, no good. Off Luke Ronsick.
Okay, Brandon Fisher now in for Zach Norton. 42, the 6'1 senior.
O'Gorman girls are up in Brookings right now. When we get updates, we'll let you know how they're doing.
They were down by 1 at half.
So 2 good games going on. Our game's a 3-point game. The girls' game's a 1-point game up in Brookings. Sell with it. And Woodall lost it. Jerry Jones with the steal. Over to Ronsick, who makes the layup.
Okay, Cole's back in.
He misses a close shot. Kenyon Bauer with the rebound.
Brookings likes to push it, don't they?
They do, and surprised that Cole missed that shot. Brandon Fisher, short.
Cousin Eddie, go for it.
Cut off by Cole. To Bauer. to Fisher. Bobcats are going to give Bauer the 3 if he wanted it. Here's Luke Ronsick. Over to Fisher, who makes the layup.
Nice. Brandon Fisher, first 2 points of the night. Knights take the lead, minute 3, 36-35 in the third.
Unselfish play the last 2 baskets for O'Gorman. A terrific pass by Jones the previous possession for the Ronsick layup, and that was to Fisher, and that's a nice shot by Woodall. He has 14 points tonight, Dan.
And we got Ronsick and Jones each with 13 and 12.
Here's Bauer for 3 off. Loose ball to Brookings.
Okay, shot clock's off. 30.8 seconds to go in the third. 37-36, Bobcats lead.
So if you're Coach Ingebretson, you want them to take the last shot. Don't let O'Gorman have the ball again.
Okay, who's coming in? 10 and 2.
So Wilbur and Brooksick coming in.
They're both about 54-46 from the field, so percentage-wise.
So the Knights counter with Ronsick, Jones, Myler, Bauer, and Fisher. There is no shot clock as the Bobcats will look to probably run it out to about 10 seconds and then go. 14. Brooksick with it.
Don't foul.
Here's 10. Over to Cole to Brooksick with 7. 3-pointer is good.
And that was a fadeaway.
Bauer hits the roof. And that is how the third quarter ends. So great execution by the Bobcats. And Trent Brooksick hits the 3-pointer. The Bobcats, after 3, lead the Knights in an upset alert, 40-36. We'll take a break. We'll be back for the start of the fourth quarter.
Eide Bailey, a public accounting firm, provides taxes, accounting, assurance, and business advisory services to clients across the nation. With offices in Sioux Falls and 33 locations in 14 states, Eide Bailey is the workplace to 2,000 professionals. The firm has been serving clients for over 100 years. You can contact Eide Bailey online at eidebailey.com. Eide Bailey is a proud supporter of O'Gorman Knights athletics and activities.
Pizza Ranch and Fun Zone Arcade on 41st Street in Sioux Falls has something for everyone. They offer a buffet featuring pizza and chicken. Pizza Ranch has daily specials as well as 5 party rooms and a dining area. You can also order online and they'll bring the experience to you. Pizza Ranch is located across from O'Gorman High School on 41st Street and can be contacted by calling 271-8646. Pizza Ranch is a strong supporter of O'Gorman Knights athletics and activities.
We're back at O'Gorman High School. Dan, an upset maybe could happen tonight as the Knights down by 4 to the Bobcats right now, 40-36.
Don't say that. Come on. We were down a little bit with Roosevelt the other night, so we got 8 minutes of solid basketball. We got to make up some ground here.
Knights 6-0 at home this season too, so that's on the line as well. Here's Norton. Dribbles into Okoye, loses it. Wilbur can't snatch it. Zach has it to Bauer. Ronsick for 3. Oh, in and out. And Drew Cole with the rebound.
Pinball.
Ronsick hit 2 threes in the third quarter.
They kept us in there. They actually brought it back to the lead there.
32-31 at that point.
So Drew Colton, 25 for Brookings, actually has 3 fouls.
He had to sit a little bit in the third quarter. He's been back the last 3 or 4 minutes. Here is Brooksick against Norton. Hands off to Woodall, who scores.
Did you see that little handoff? It's just kind of like a biggest lead now. 6-point lead for the Bobcats.
42-36. Trevor Woodall has a game-high 18. Okoye with a travel.
First minute here of the fourth quarter.
Knights just don't seem like they're playing with the same intensity they played with Tuesday night against Roosevelt tonight.
No.
Oh, if it's a Saturday night or if they just, a lesser opponent, I don't know what it is, but they just have not brought it so far tonight.
And they got 6 minutes and 50 seconds to change that.
A lot of layups they've allowed here in the second half to Woodall especially. Here is Drew Cole, guarded by Canyon.
A lot of backdoor.
Wilbur
10 seconds on the shot clock for Bobcats.
Here's Eric Sell. All the way, shoots it, misses it. Nice rebound by Drew Cole, who scores it.
8-point lead now for the Bobcats.
Cole using his height advantage at 6'7" over the 6-foot Bauer, putting the Bobcats up 44-36 with 6:17 left. Rozik's trapped over to Canyon, dribbles in. Shot is good.
Kenyon Bauer, his second basket of the night.
Brookings playing fast right now. Brooksick in and out, and Cartwright with the rebound. McCoy down low. Bauer looking for Jeremy Jones. Okoye for threes. Got it.
There we go.
So, Dan, that 8-point lead just about a minute ago is down to 3, 44-41, Brookings. As Bauer and Okoye back-to-back baskets for the Knights.
Jones, watch it. He's going to get...
Here's Woodall, only 10 on the shot clock now, and Coach Ingebretz is going to call a timeout for Brookings.
30-second timeout.
44-41, Bobcats leading the Knights.
That three-point shot makes you, breaks you. I mean, just like that, boom, boom, you're up down by 8, and all of a sudden you're down by 3. And it's just a basketball is how fast that can change.
And we'll see if the home crowd can help O'Gorman, Dan. As I alluded to, Knights 6-0 at home. Their average point total on home, 60 points scored, only 39 allowed. So they've been a very good home team this year.
You know, that's a nice thing about it. If you can win at home, you can win anywhere. And that's where the crowd usually gets into it, and that's where the guys and gals step it up, and they want to show their classmates and their school that want to make it fun for them.
A pretty good O'Gorman crowd tonight for a Saturday night. Wild shot. It's good by Brooksick.
That was a wild one.
That was a prayer that was answered. Trent Brooksick has 12 points tonight. Okoye looking for Cartwright. Now he's going to post up. Down low to Okoye. Nice spin move and scores. Now the Knights, Dan, got to get some stops defensively.
Yep, they have to stop them. But don't foul.
Cole's double teamed over to Wilbur baseline. Brooksick, no good. Down low, Cole can't get the 2-footer to go. Joe dribbles in, Okoye for 3 off.
And we got a foul on number 2 on Wilbur, and Brookings underneath. He pushed Ronzik, didn't he?
He pushed Cartwright, actually. So that's the 16th foul on Brookings.
Okay, that's his fourth too. Wilbur's fourth, so he's going to the bench.
So he has 4. Drew Cole has 3 for Brookings.
Okay, 16 foul for the Bobcats.
4-12, the Knights trail the Bobcats 47-43. They have the ball underneath the Brookings hoop right now.
Bauer's bringing it in.
To Okoye. Ronzik thought about the 3. To Cartwright. To Okoye. Over to Luke. Going to dribble and pass out to Jones. 3-pointers long. Nice rebound by Woodall. Brooksick to Drew Cole. Oh, in and out, and Jones rebounds it.
His foot was on the line anyway. Would have been a 2. Very fast-paced game.
3:41 left. Knights 43, Brookings 47. Here's Cartwright to Okoye. Shot is good. Okoye, Dan. 7 points for the Knights in the fourth.
45-47, 3:26 to go in the game. Knights down by 2. Now the crowd's getting into it, Brett.
You can hear them right now just to the left of us. Oh, and a steal by Jones off the turnover. And he scores a layup.
14 points for Jones tonight.
Woodall just kind of lost it looked like.
Now you can hear that crowd, can't you?
So the Brookings Bobcats, Dan, had an 8-point lead in the fourth quarter. That's now tied at 47 apiece. Woodall. And he throws that one away.
Over and back.
So Brookings are kind of self-combusting right now.
That's all right. Okay, I got an update in Brookings. Lady Knights, 31. The Brookings Bobcats, 31. End of 3. It's going down to the wire there. Both games are going to be last-second shot.
So Okoye's been the hot hand for O'Gorman here in the fourth quarter. He has 7 points. See if they can get him the ball. Here's Jones. Rodsick, three-pointer, and the lead off. And Canyon gets the foul as Woodall, nice rebound.
I think they're going to call pretty tight from here on out.
And that's the 4th team foul for O'Gorman. Canyon's first.
Brooksick's going over talking to Jocko. I'm not sure what he's talking about his hand. So, okay, Cole's going to bring it in right in front of the O'Gorman student section.
So we have Canyon Bauer guarding Brooksick, and we have Okoye on Drew Cole. Bobcats with it. Almost another turnover, and Canyon's going to get another foul.
Oh. That's his second then.
5th team foul for O'Gorman. Brookings looks a little tired now, Dan. They don't play a ton of kids. They show a little fatigue, it looks like.
They played 3 on the bench. They played 8 tonight. That's what they normally play. We got a timeout, Brookings, Brett.
So the Bobcats can't get the ball inbound, so Coach Ingebretts has to use a timeout. He now has 3 left, 47 apiece, 2:12 left in the fourth quarter, a full timeout. We're going to take a commercial break as well.
We're excited to bring you the Shepherd's Voice and Ignition on Monday mornings from 7 to 8, plus 3 weekly editions of our regular local show, Real Presence Live, Tuesday through Thursday from 9 to 11 a.m. Hosted on rotation from Sioux Falls, Rapid City, Bismarck, Fargo, Duluth, Grand Forks, and Rochester. Plus, don't miss Rutten Radio with your favorite Rutten brothers on the first Wednesday of the month from 7 to 8 a.m. And on Sunday mornings at 8:30, you can hear Catholic Views. We hope that you'll tune in and enjoy these great programs on your Catholic radio station.
Yeah, we got another exciting boys basketball game, Dan. We were down to the wire Tuesday night. O'Gorman won a last-second shot by Okoye against Roosevelt. We might need another last-second shot tonight, tied at 47. O'Gorman, though, has came back, Dan. They were down by 8 earlier in the fourth quarter, and what has helped the Knights get back into this ball game?
Well, their intensity's picked up for them and stuff. They're taking it in, and they're shooting it. Got a couple of threes outside, but, Okoye's been hot inside, Jones and stuff. But that's 11-3 run by the Knights.
And their defense, like you said, Dan, has really picked up here in the last 3 minutes of the ball game. So 34, a full shot clock for the Bobcats. Here is Woodall, who has 18 tonight, to Brooksick, and he turns it over.
And we got Coach Roby's going to call a timeout.
So a timeout by O'Gorman. A full timeout by Coach Roby. So now it took about 15 seconds in the turnover for Brookings. And the Knights take a full timeout. We're also going to take a commercial break, and we'll be back with you in 30 seconds.
Is there an event that you would like announced right here on the RPR network? Please email the details at least 2 weeks in advance to Brandon@yourcatholicradiostation.com. That's Brandon@yourcatholicradiostation.com. We can help spread the word about what's happening at your parish and in your diocese. Again, that email address is Brandon@yourcatholicradiostation.com. Thank you for listening to and supporting your family of faith and hope.
And we are back here at O'Gorman High School. Dan Johnson, Brett Byler, Real Presence Radio. You can go to YouTube if you want to see the video of the last couple of minutes of this ball game. Search Real Presence Radio Sioux Falls. Also tune in to 94.5 FM Sioux Falls. And Dan, we got a dandy here tonight.
We got a dandy up in Brookings as well. Right now it's tied 31-all for the Lady Knights in Brookings. Emma Ronzik with 16 points leading the Knights so far. Knights are through the third quarter. The women, they're shooting 39% up there. So
we'll keep you updated on that one.
Yep.
So now the Knights boys down with the ball, trying to take the lead here in the fourth quarter. Here's Norton. Over to Jones for three in the lead. Off the mark again. Okoye with the rebound. Cartwright for three off. And Woodall gets another rebound for Trevor Woodall. 2 open threes, though, for the Knights.
Okay, minute 33. Okay, Brookings has 2 timeouts. O'Gorman has 3. I think we're going to see a lot of these. They're going to use them up.
Here's Drew Cole around Okoye, and he's fouled on the floor. That's the 16th foul for the Knights.
3rd foul for Okoye.
And Luke Ronzik was really pressuring Brooksick there, Dan. He almost got another steal. Brookings' ball handle, he's been a little shaky here.
Okay, who's coming out?
Well, offense to defense here as Norton, the offensive player, is going to come out for Canyon, the defensive player.
Minute 24.
Oh, Ronzik almost with a steal. This pressure has really bothered Brookings offensively, Dan, in the last 3 minutes of this ball game.
Yeah, they're shook up a little bit, like you mentioned. They're tired. You can see that.
So Brooksick driving in, and that pass is batted down by Jeremy Jones.
Now you can see the intensity from the first half to the second half. It's been a 180 for the Knights.
Even the passes are hard for Brookings right now. Here's Drew Cole going to get a clear out, looks like.
20 seconds on the shot clock.
So hand it off to Brooksick. Let's see, here's Drew Cole with 13. Here's Woodall with it now. Another pass that's batted down.
Okay, Brookings got 6 seconds on the shot clock, and they're going to have the ball in right at half court.
And 2 timeouts for Brookings, 3 for O'Gorman. Yep. Here's Drew Cole. Shoots it. It scores the 3 as Okoye fell down.
No, that was a 2. It's what was on the line.
Oh, a 2.
Yeah, the other ref came in. This one called it up. The other ref came in and called it a 2. So 2, 49-47, 47.7 seconds to go. Okay, now here comes the offense for defense again. Norton's coming in, Bauer's coming out.
That's only the 8th point for Drew Cole, actually about 15 a game. And Okoye just kind of lost his balance, Dan, and then Cole had the opening there.
So Jones, Cartwright, Ronzik, Norton, Okoye for the Knights. 47 seconds, 12 seconds difference on the shot clock.
That's probably your best offensive team, Dan, for O'Gorman on the court right now. Here's Jones with it. And Cole with the block, but I think it'll be a foul on Sell with the body.
No, they called on. Nope, they called on Cole, his 4th.
Wow, I thought he had clean. Well, that's good news for the Knights, but 2 free throws for Jeremy. Important free throws here, down by 2. First one is up and good.
These count.
Jones is a 90% free throw shooter on the year.
I wasn't going to say that. I didn't want to jinx him.
Has one more. 37.9 seconds left. Knights down by 1 right now. And he misses the second. And Drew Cole with the rebound. So now there's about a 2-second differential. If you're O'Gorman, you're probably going to foul.
Okay, 49-48, Bobcats lead, 31.3 seconds.
And I don't know if the Knights were trying to foul, but Kenyon Bauer does get the foul.
So 1-1, both teams are 1-1 now.
So Brooksick going to the free throw line, Dan, and on the season, Trent Brooksick is a 79% free throw. So he's a good one to go to the line if you're Brookings. Free throws up. Oh, he can't get the roll. Drew Cole has it. It's O'Gorman ball.
Oh, did you see the ref? He didn't know which way to call.
Your guy, Jocko, gave O'Gorman the ball, Dan.
Not my guy. I just know who he is, okay? Okay, shot clock's off, 28.9. Knights down by 1. This is the ball game, folks.
And the Knights are going to call a timeout. This is eerily similar to the Roosevelt situation where the Knights would have the ball down by 1. Same situation here. The score is a little bit different. It's 48-49. Brookings leading. About 29 seconds left here. O'Gorman going to call a timeout. And if you're Coach Roby, Dan, what are we looking for offensively on this possession?
Take it inside.
I think you got an advantage wherever you go. I mean, whether it's Jones, whether it's Okoye is another good candidate for the ball. But like you said, yeah, try to get something going to the hoop. And if you don't get the shot, then you may get the offensive rebound. But I don't think you wait and just hold it either. I think you just kind of go for your best look right away.
Well, okay. How much time did I say was left?
Well, I don't. About 29, 30 seconds.
20. Yeah.
Well, they change them. These are doing the rundown on how much is left in the timeout. And then you look at the possession arrow favors Brookings. Each team's with 7 fouls. Both teams have 2 timeouts. So if you can't get the ball inbounds, if you're O'Gorman, you can call a timeout as well.
But I think if they take it inside to Okoye, don't put the 3 up. I would just take it inside, get Cole to foul out. 25.7 seconds. Knights down by 1. They're going to have the ball right in front of the O'Gorman bench. Jones is going to bring it in.
So on the court for O'Gorman is Jeremy Jones, Jack Cartwright, Zach Norton, Luke Ronsick, and Okoye. Here's Cartwright with it. Over to Jones. To Norton. Down low, here's Okoye. Turnaround, airballs it. Jones gets it. Norton for 3!
Oh, yes! And Brookings calls a timeout with 5.9 seconds.
Norton, a straight-on 3 from the top of the key after the miss by Okoye puts the Knights up by 2, Dan, 51-49.
But it kind of looked like it was going to be short. I thought it was coming off his hand short. And I think maybe they're going to add a little bit more time back.
I think there might have been about an extra second that could have went off there. And you kind of, same play against Roosevelt. They got to clear out, got it to Okoye who missed badly, but then Brookings could not grab the rebound. Jeremy Jones got it, and Zach Norton was left wide open at the top of the key, and he drilled it.
Okay, what's Brookings going to do?
Well, Brookings, and they'll take it out of bounds, I'm guessing, right on the baseline. So they're going to have to go full court. And we'll see if they put time on the clock some more. As Dan mentioned, it was like 5.9, I believe, when we went to break, but they might add a second here. We'll see.
I bet it'd be 6 or maybe right at 7 seconds. We'll see what they do is right. But
I think you're going to get the ball maybe to either Brooksick or Drew Cole and just try to get a 3-pointer. Usually as a road team, the rule of thumb, a lot of times a road team, you go for the win, where at home you might go for the tie. So I think if you're Brookings, I think we're going to see if they can get a 3-pointer up.
7.2. So, yeah, they're going to go for the 3. And you can't foul. The Knights cannot foul. Okay, this is it. God, these guys are going to give me a heart attack. Now Roby calls a timeout. He sees up their alignment. I mean, just like the other night, he sees what they're doing. So Roby calls a timeout here.
So timeout for O'Gorman. Let's see, they still have, I believe, 1 left after that. So
it's a full.
So 51-49, and Dan, as you said, they put some more time. So 7.2 seconds left, which is actually a pretty good amount of time here for Brookings.
So both teams with 1 timeout left.
So if you're Brookings, you're telling your boys, if you're Coach Ingebretson, if you can't get the ball in bounds, call that timeout. We still have 1 left. But what I'm expecting is they're probably trying to get the first pass maybe into around that a little before half court, try to get someone on the move going forward with the ball. But it's plenty of time. If you're O'Gorman, though, as you mentioned, Dan, don't foul, guard the 3-pointer. If they're going to screen, maybe switch out,
And, but Brookings is going to bring it up fast.
And then get the rebound, too.
Yeah. So this could be right here if they don't get it in. Help look at defense, but I look for a good pick or something to get the foul.
So on the court is Bauer, Jones, Norton, Ronsick, Okoye, Brooksick, Wilbur, Sell, Drew Cole, and Woodall for Brookings. Here comes Woodall with it. All the way to the hoop, and he is fouled by Ronsick.
And he takes it right to Luke, and Luke stepped in. He fouled, so he's going to the line for 2. So Brookings has a chance to tie it up here with 2.1 seconds.
Woodall is a 69% free throw shooter, and he did that in about 5 seconds, Dan.
Yeah. So he's going to the line for 2, so we'll see. The crowd is going nuts here. Yeah!
Free throw is long.
Okay, here comes Cartwright. We got a sub for the night for the Gorman. We got Cartwright coming in.
And Myler for size for rebounding.
Yep. So Jones comes out and Bauer comes out. Ronzik, Norton, Cartwright, Myler, Okoyen. So.
Will he try to miss it on purpose is the next question.
That's what you got to have the 2 boys to box out here.
He did, but he made it. So the Knights can take it inbounds to Norton, who's fouled.
1 second left, so Norton will go to the line.
Isn't that crazy how I've seen that happen so many times where you try to miss it on purpose and it goes in anyway.
Yeah, he just usually it's a little bit more than that. Because they'll take and throw it up there to bounce back, so he comes right back to him and it goes in for the layup. But that's where you got the 2 big guys in there to box out, so you can't do that. So. Okay, the refs are having a little conversation here.
Are they put some more time back on the clock, or is it about who fouled?
Who fouled? 22. It was number 3, excuse me. Okay, so we got a couple players coming in. So we got Jones and Bauer are coming in.
And Coach Ingebret's is going to call a timeout for Brookings, a full timeout. So 51-50, the Knights leading with a second left. And O'Gorman will be going to the free throw line as Zach Norton for the Knights. We're gonna take a quick 30-second break. We'll be back for the final 1 second of this ball game.
Hi, this is Brett Byler, Area Account Executive with Real Presence Radio. Have you ever thought about sponsoring programming on RPR? We want to partner with your business in keeping the call to a new evangelization alive throughout the upper Midwest. Underwriting on this station shows you are a leader in supporting this ministry and promotes your business in front of a very faithful customer base. To find out more about your options, please call me, Brett Byler, at 605-670-8333.
Well, Dan, the Knights with a 1-point lead, and how's your stress level right now? How's the heart doing?
Oh, it's the
Norton 3 helped.
Oh yeah, that was sweet, baby.
Top of the key too. Off the miss, and that's what gave the Knights the lead. Then the Knights fouled Woodall, who made 1 out of 2 free throws, and then they had to foul Norton. So the situation is O'Gorman 51, Brookings 50, a second left. Norton to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. Free throws up and good.
Good. Norton, 52-50. And Roby calls his final timeout, so both teams are no timeouts. Now, this next free throw is very critical. Brookings has 1 second to get it in and go down. Hail Mary. Other things have happened.
We've seen T-Area today when they had more than 1 second, but they did a Hail Mary that worked out for them.
And so if it's a Hail Mary, it would be overtime. So again, 1 second, and it'll be their ball underneath.
And if you're Brookings off the miss, you just got to heave it because you're not going to have time to really even dribble.
You're going to have time to set it, get it in. I mean, it's going to be like.
But if Norton misses the shot, your rebound, you just has to throw it up there because 1 second, you're not going to have time to even dribble, really.
So that clock's going to start as soon as that ball hits the rim.
Yes.
So are they even going to get a chance to get it out? They can't. No timeouts.
So here's Norton for the second free throw. It's off the mark. Drew Cole's heave hits the rafters, and that's how we'll end, folks, as Sioux Falls O'Gorman with another comeback victory for the second straight night with the final score, the Knights 52, the Brookings Bobcats, a game opponent tonight, 50, with the game winner by Zach Norton from the three-point line. The O'Gorman Knights improved to 11-5 on the season. The Bobcats fall to 4-11. We got lots to talk about in the Then the Knights post-game show brought to you by Dr. Mark Hagan with Hagan Chiropractic Clinic. You're going to hear all about it after the commercial break.
Big Rig Barbecue brings a Texas-style barbecue to South Dakota. They use a real wood smoker for all their meats, every single day. Big Rig Barbecue serves sliced brisket, pulled pork, chicken, and ribs. They offer pre-orders for smaller events and gatherings and cater for large events, including parties, meetings, and graduations. Big Rig Barbecue's new sit-down location is on the corner of 41st and Minnesota. Their website, bigrigbbbq.net.
Financial Benefits Company helps individuals and small businesses prepare for retirement. Financial Benefits Company's philosophy is safe principal, positive return. You can reach John Fritsch at 605-334-8086 and on the web at fbcjf.com. Financial Benefits Company is a proud sponsor of Catholic Radio.
Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday on Real Presence Live, it's Straight Talk from 9:30 to 10 a.m. Central.
You're addressing critical Catholic issues in a fun way.
Straight Talk is your opportunity to share questions and comments on topics relating to the faith or on things happening in the world around us with our local hosts and priests.
My question is...
I have some questions about the bishop.
Very good questions.
Thanks for the guidance.
Straight Talk, 9:30 to 10 Central, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday mornings on Real Presence Live.
Value Visor helps people and businesses discover, improve, and get the value from their businesses. With multi-certified valuation and mergers and acquisition advisors, they understand the complexities of valuations and negotiating in the mergers and acquisitions marketplace. For more information, you can contact Jameson Rounds, managing partner of Value Visor at 605-370-6931 or online at valuevisor.com. Real estate through Murphy Business, Dakota Lakes.
On Real Presence Radio, welcome to the Knights Locker Room Show, sponsored by Dr. Mark Hagan with Hagan Chiropractic Clinic. For the Knights Locker Room Show, here's your hosts, Brett Byler and Dan Johnson.
Welcome back. This is Real Presence Radio Network, special coverage of O'Gorman basketball. We had a fun one Saturday night here at O'Gorman High School. The last two O'Gorman boys have gone down right to the wire, right to the last possession. We were in a similar situation as we were Tuesday night, Dan. This time they did the same play. Went down to Okoye, shot a little bit long. Jeremy Jones controlled the offensive rebound, threw it out to a wide-open Zach Norton, who hit the three-pointer, and Brookings had a chance. They went down and got fouled with 2 seconds left, made 1 out of 2 free throws, and that was pretty much the story. And you know, we were thinking for a while in the fourth quarter, it wasn't looking good, Dan. The Knights were down by 8. I think it was like 47-39, but a switch flipped. I think the intensity came up, and the Knights hit a shot, played great defense. I think that really helped propel them to the win.
36-44, they're down by 8.
Okay, that was
6-12 in the fourth quarter. So, and then we had a couple of threes there. Next thing you know, in 5:24, we're down by 3, 44-41. So we came back, and so, you know, that last quarter was just phenomenal. But I love the way the intensity. Why didn't they come out in the intensity like that in the first half? You know, but
and Okoye, what about the fourth quarter? He had 2 points going into the fourth quarter. He had 7 points in the fourth quarter. He was terrific, I thought, for O'Gorman, getting them back to the game. Made some key shots.
He did, and I was hoping Coach would take it to Okoye inside, because that's your bread and butter right there. I mean, it's like, if he misses, he's going to get a foul. We go to the free throw line. We shoot 2, get a little bit of time left, you know, for Brookings. But still, with the defense and everything, that's one thing about it. We have 10, 12 guys that, you know, they're playing in and out. They're getting, you know. But you called it in the fourth quarter. The Brookings did look fatigued.
Yeah, I was looking at their guards, like Brooksick and a few of those guards. When the Knights started really ball pressuring them, you could see that they were kind of hunched over a little bit too. And you know, like you said, it's hard to play that way the whole game. We probably like to see a little bit better intensity before that, but it's just a mark of a good team when you face that adversity, Dan. You're down 8 at home, you know, and then you make a run like that and get the victory. For the most part, you know, Jeremy Jones had a nice game. He's kind of been off and on the last, you know, 3 or 4 ball games. Back in the starting lineup tonight, had a game-high 15 points. What did you see from Jeremy tonight?
Well, coming off the bench, he was hot right in that. He kept us in at that first half. First half, he had 12.
12 of his 15 in the first half.
12 of his 15 in the first half, like you said. And so it's like he kept us in, and he was 1 for 2 for the line. And, coming off the bench, it's kind of like that. What was the second game he's kind of broke out like this of the season?
The Roosevelt game, he had 20 points.
He had 20 points there. So he's kind of our little sleeper. I mean, we got a lot of sleepers, but I will say this, that we missed Cole Bruin.
Yes.
You look at his size and stuff, being out there in the wing and everything of that nature, the height and what he has,
it kind of messes up your rotations a little bit, too. I mean, you might not think that's important, but coaches kind of by this time of the season, Dan, they kind of have your rotations. You go in with this player, you go in here, where you take a player out like that who plays 10, 15 minutes of a game, then you're kind of scrambling a little bit on the fly as a coach. So, hopefully it's just a sprain and he'll be able to come back sooner than later, but we'll see. Knights with a 52-50 win. This is a Knights Locker Room Show brought to you by Dr. Mark Hagan with Hagan Chiropractic Clinic. We still have a lot to talk to. Dan and I will be able to talk to Coach Roby, I'm assuming, shortly. Also, we'll find out who the Pizza Ranch players of the game. All still to come on the Locker Room Show. Don't go anywhere.
Do you have daily pain and discomfort that includes headaches, neck and back pain, and arm and leg numbness? Dr. Mark Hagan with Hagan Chiropractic Clinic provides gentle adjusting, x-ray evaluation, rehabilitation, and massage therapy to treat these symptoms. Hagan Chiropractic Clinic is located on 14th and Cliff, 6 blocks north of Avera Hospital.
Hi, this is Dr. Mark Hagan with Hagan Chiropractic Clinic. Don't say ouch, call me at 361-OUCH.
Community. It's at the heart of everything we do at First Premier Bank and Premier Bank Card. From supporting area athletics to funding academic scholarships, we continually seek new ways to improve and strengthen communities we serve. At the heart of these communities are people, our customers, and our employees. We work hard to ensure our customers are successful and our communities thrive. It's the Premier way. It's what community banking is all about. First Premier Bank and Premier Bank Card. Locally grown, nationally known.
And welcome back to the Knights Locker Room Show brought to you by Dr. Mark Hagan with Hagan Chiropractic Clinic. We're now joined by Coach Derek Roby, who my voice kind of sounds like yours. Probably after the game, Coach, I've been a little under the weather. So, but anyway, what a fun game tonight. I think Dan's stress level was kind of high for the second straight night, with the close ball. Second straight game, with the close ball games where your team pulled off a win, 52-50. I think we knew that Brookings is kind of better than the record indicated after that Lincoln game a couple of weeks ago. Let's start in the fourth quarter. We're going to start a little maybe backwards here. You guys were down by 8 points, 44-36, about 6 minutes left. It really felt like on the defensive end, we really got up into them, really made it hard for them, and then Okoye got going offensively. Two really good big factors because when you're down by that much, it's kind of do or die. And you have a 2-minute stretch. If you don't make a play, you're done.
And it's funny you say that because that's a conversation we had as coaches on the bench a couple times down the floor. We said, here's a big possession right here. We have to get a stop. I complimented our guys in the locker room right now. I love the fight in these guys. I love how competitive they are and, how much they just thrive on that type of an atmosphere. They really gutted it out, I thought. But, if we play in the last 2 minutes the whole game, we're not in that situation. So I was a little disappointed, quite honestly, on how we started the game. I just don't think we were mentally ready. I don't think we came ready to play. And that's on me more than anybody. Our guys just have to make sure it's a total focus. I don't know what the deal was today, but the energy level on both ends, I thought we were just not ourselves. We were out of sync. So hopefully we learn from this and we get ready to play on Tuesday.
One thing that looked a little uncharacteristic for your team, especially on the defensive end, it felt like in the third quarter, early fourth quarter, we were giving up a lot of backdoor cuts and just a lot of easy layups to them.
Well, and you have to credit Brookings for that. They do a really good job of that. They spread the floor, that 5-out motion, and they get you to play defense, and they think you're grinding it out. All of a sudden, guy slips and goes backdoor. And we did give up too many. Down the stretch, we had sub in and out offense and defense because we just had to go with guys that we knew could get a defensive stop, and then real quick we had to burn a timeout to get somebody back in offensively. So it was a kind of a chess match in that regards. But there again, you know what? We're going to learn from it. We're going to keep moving on and try to make strides.
I was impressed with Eddie tonight. No, Eddie. Milo.
Oh, Eddie.
Two charges.
Two charges he took. I mean.
And I love that the second one, he puts his two fingers up like that was number
right.
2.
That's right.
So I love it, too. You know what? Eddie's a great kid. Certainly a very coachable young man. He's like a sponge. Everything we tell him, he's very observant. He's listening and in touch with what's going on, and he's just having a fun year, I can tell.
Good. And one thing that Dan mentioned, too, I thought was a really good point as we started the post-game show is we lost Cole Bruin to it looked like, I don't know if it was a foot or an ankle in the first quarter. How did that affect your rotations and everything after a guy, it's sad to see because he has been playing so well the last 2 or 3 games and getting that injury had to change some things up, especially rotation-wise for you.
Absolutely. And it was a high ankle sprain. I doubt we'll have him for Tuesday. But we need to rest him, and it's more important to have him down the stretch than it is on Tuesday because, down the stretch we're trying to get ourselves in a postseason, and we want him for postseason to try to make a decent run here. But it throws you for a loop mentally as a coach because he's your guy coming off the bench, and now we have to kind of say, okay, who's gonna fill in? And there's always somebody. Fish came in and did a great job today. He gets himself more comfortable, and quite honestly, Canyon Bauer was struggling a couple days ago. We thought he had the flu and strep throat both, and it came back negative. But if we didn't have Canyon Bauer, Brandon Fisher was going to start for him in that position. He's just been having a great week, and what do you say about Fish? I mean, he approaches this thing the right way. He's a great teammate. He works his butt off in practice, and he deserves a spot like this, and we're going to give it to him. But with Canyon being able to go, obviously we need him in the game as well. So with that being said, happy for my guys. Again, very proud of their fight. But if we play as hard as we did that last 2 minutes at the beginning of the game, we're not going to be in this situation.
So now Monday when you go to work, it's going to be a little bit better because St. Mary's was here tonight. Your school. So that's right. I'm like going, oh, coach has got to win this one because come Monday, come class, them kids are going to be. They're going to be.
Here's the deal. We knew that they were coming in. We get a chance to have all the elementary schools coming in, and it's fun. We get a chance to say hi to the kids. And this time around, because Coach Roby remembered, it had nothing to do with my school necessarily, but because I remembered, we invited all the boys, part of that school system, to come into the locker room with their dads at the beginning of the game and listen to the pep talk or come at halftime or after the game. So it was fun to have those guys involved. I told them that's going to be them someday, and we really believe that. We love our culture, that's for sure.
Well, thank you so much, Coach. Get some rest, and we'll see you Tuesday night at a place you're familiar with, the Corn Palace up in Mitchell.
The friendly confines of the good old world's only Corn Palace.
Thank you, Coach Roby. We're going to continue the post-game show. We'll find out who the player of the game is after the commercial break.
Your family is depending on you. Your family is looking to you to make sure they're safe, protected, and taken care of. Knights of Columbus Insurance offers the protection they need, whether it's term life, whole life, long-term care insurance, disability income insurance, annuities, retirement planning, estate planning, or an insurance analysis. Please call Heath Dickelman at 605-351-7978. Knights of Columbus Insurance.
Morgan Stanley values long-term relationships with its clients. Andrew DeMore and Thaddeus Barnes, financial advisors with the Barnes DeMore Group of Morgan Stanley's Sioux Falls office, know that building relationships begins with getting to know each client. Andrew and Thad can create personal investment strategies to help meet retirement, education, and other financial needs. Andrew and Thad can be reached at 338-6500. Investments and services are offered through Morgan Stanley, Smith Barney LLC, member SIPC.
And now it's the time for the locker room show, Dan, where everyone's anticipating who the player of the game is going to be. So let's break the ice and the silence. Tonight, O'Gorman Knights player of the game is.
Well, they could have, it could be a couple players tonight, but the one that really stuck out that scored 15 points, led the Knights off the bench, is the 6'3" senior guard, number 22, Jeremy Jones, is our Pizza Ranch player of the game tonight. I mean, we talked about it. He come out that first half, what do you have, like 8?
12 of his 15 in the first half.
Yeah, 12, 15. But of the 14 points, I think 8 were in the first quarter. So, I mean, that's where he came off the bench and was on fire. So it's like the Knights player of the game brought to you by Pizza Ranch and Fun Zone Arcade on 41st Street in Sioux Falls. Pizza Ranch had daily specials and Fun Zone for your kids to play. Pizza Ranch can be contacted by calling 271-8646. And we thank Pizza Ranch for sponsoring the player of the game, number 22, the senior, Jeremy Jones.
Awesome, Dan. Congratulations to Jeremy. Also, thanks to Todd Ferris and his Pizza Ranch crew in Sioux Falls on 41st Street. We're going to take our...
And it's National Pizza Day today, folks. If you ain't got your Pizza Ranch pizza yet, get over there and get it quick. Order it up and stuff. You can't go wrong. I actually do like the chicken Parmesan is one of my favorites on the side.
It's all terrific. I know from hosting a coaches show there and having the buffet to look at every Monday for 2 years. It's very tempting, very good food, very good people. We're going to take our final break. When we come back, we'll get a scoreboard update, and we'll let you know what's coming up next for our broadcast schedule for O'Gorman boys basketball.
Pizza Ranch and Fun Zone Arcade on 41st Street in Sioux Falls has something for everyone. They offer a buffet featuring pizza and chicken. Pizza Ranch has daily specials as well as 5 party rooms and a dining area. You can also order online and they'll bring the experience to you. Pizza Ranch is located across from O'Gorman High School on 41st Street and can be contacted by calling 271-8646. Pizza Ranch is a strong supporter of O'Gorman Knights athletics and activities.
Do you have daily pain and discomfort that includes headaches, neck and back pain, and arm and leg numbness? Dr. Mark Hagan with Hagan Chiropractic Clinic provides gentle adjusting, x-ray evaluation, rehabilitation, and massage therapy to treat these symptoms. Hagan Chiropractic Clinic is located on 14th and Cliff, 6 blocks north of Avera Hospital.
Hi, this is Dr. Mark Hagan with Hagan Chiropractic Clinic. Don't say ouch, call me at 361-OUCH.
And welcome back to the Knights Locker Room Show, brought to you by Dr. Mark Hagan with Hagan Chiropractic Clinic. It's time to look at the games tonight for the scores. Scoreboard updates brought to you by Jamison Rounds, managing partner of Value Visor. And Mr. Dan Johnson, do you got the scores in front of you, or do you want me to do it?
You do it, and I'll do the girls.
All right, so we'll start in AA boys. Sioux Falls, Washington defeated Rapid City Central today, 63-53. Sioux Falls Lincoln, number 1 team in state, moves to 14-1 with a 55-43 win over Rapid City Stevens. The Watertown Arrows boys won tonight against Aberdeen Central up in Watertown, 57-50. Watertown also beat Yankton last night, which is a big upset.
Yeah, that was a major upset, and it was senior night last night up in Watertown, and they were pumped.
And then another final that just came in. Harrisburg boys beat Mitchell 66-52 in Harrisburg. The O'Gorman boys play Mitchell Tuesday night. JV for O'Gorman won 56-44. Freshmen for O'Gorman won also. Sophomores won 58-36. AA girls, Sioux Falls Washington over Rapid City Central 53-46. Sioux Falls Lincoln over Stevens 42-34. Brandon Valley over Roosevelt 57-40. Watertown lost to Aberdeen Central in girls 68-59. And Dan Johnson will give us the O'Gorman girls update.
So here's a breakdown. At the end, at 1, O'Gorman was down 9-8. And at halftime, they were down 20-19. At the end of 3, it was tied up 31-all with 4 minutes left in the ball game. The Knights took the lead 41-34, and they ended up winning 50-36. So basically, the Knights scored 9-2 in the last 4 minutes. Brookings Bobcats only scored 2 points in the last 4 minutes. And I know at the end of 3, the scouts texted me the board, and Emma had, I think, was it 16 points?
16, you said.
16 points at the end of the third quarter. And so the Knights, took off, and they scored 19 points in the fourth quarter for the win. So very close game there all the way, and then the Knights started pulling away in about 5-6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. And, they scored 10 points right away in the fourth quarter because of 4 minutes left. They were up 41-34. It was tied 31. So they really put it on in that fourth quarter for the Knights. So both teams, Lady Knights and the boys Knights, both win 52-50 and 50-34 over Brookings Bobcats here and in Brookings. So it's a great day to be a Knight.
Absolutely. It always is, but even tonight even more especially. So that was a scoreboard update brought to you by Jamison Rounds, managing partner of Value Visor. And we also have a sponsor, Dan, for the Knights Locker Room Show tonight we want to thank.
The Knights Locker Room Show is brought to you by Hagen Chiropractic Clinic here in Sioux Falls for headaches, neck and back pain, arm and leg numbness. Dr. Mark can be contacted at 361-OUCH. Good hands for bad backs. And we thank Hagen Chiropractic Clinic for sponsoring the Locker Room Show.
Thank you, Dan. Up next, if you're wondering, the O'Gorman boys will be playing at the Corn Palace in Mitchell, weather bearing, Tuesday night at 7 o'clock. Tip-off will probably be going on the air at 6:40, and we will keep you updated if there is a weather announcement for that ball game as well. At the Corn Palace, Mitchell and O'Gorman boys. Coach Roby's old alma mater. He was a Mitchell High School graduate under Coach Gary Munson, so he's very familiar with the Mitchell area. So that should be a fun one, O'Gorman boys. And he'll also be coaching against his former assistant coach, Todd Neuendorf, is now at Mitchell. He was at Aberdeen Roncalli the past 10, 11 years. So a lot of fun stuff for Coach Roby going back up there. And for us, the next O'Gorman girls broadcast will be a week from tonight, Dan. It'll be right here at O'Gorman as the Knight ladies will take on the Mitchell girls, 7 o'clock tip-off, 6:40 pregame. And the Mitchell girls last night, Dan, beat Harrisburg by 12 in Mitchell. So we know how good Harrisburg is from seeing them last Friday. So the Mitchell girls, that could be a good game next Saturday night at O'Gorman.
7 o'clock right here. We'll be back.
Third straight Saturday we're at O'Gorman.
And then the following Saturday, where do we go?
The following week, then we have a boys game against Lincoln on Tuesday here. Then we have the doubleheader at Washington on Thursday. And then we'll have the boys the following Monday in the makeup game against Harrisburg.
So we're off the 23rd.
Yes, we are finally off on that Saturday, which we've not been off on a Saturday since 2019. So
the
girls only have 2 regular season games left, Dan. So the girls will have they're 16-2 right now. So they have they have Mitchell next Saturday, and then they close their regular season at Washington the following Thursday. So they only have 2 games left.
And then they get 8 days off, and then March 1st is the round of 16, which we're guaranteed in right now.
Yeah, we'll be hosting someone.
So with 2 games left, whatever happens there, we'll still be in the top 8 no matter what. So we'll be hosting that Friday night, March 1st here. And the boys, like you said, the boys have 4 games left.
At Mitchell next Tuesday, and then they have Lincoln here at Washington, and then at Harrisburg.
At Harrisburg,
So they have, 3 of those 4 should be pretty tough ones. You never know going on the road to Mitchell. They're only 1-13 right now, but they're a AA school. You guys got to play as well. So that's what's coming up next. Not a busy week next week. A few games. Tuesday night, O'Gorman boys at Mitchell at 7. Then Saturday night, O'Gorman girls will be hosting Mitchell here at O'Gorman at 7 as well. So thank you everyone for watching. If you want to rewatch the game, go to YouTube, Real Presence Radio Sioux Falls. You can see the whole game. You can listen and hear all the exciting action of an exciting boys basketball game tonight. The final score, O'Gorman boys 52-50 win over Brookings. The O'Gorman girls beat Brookings up in Brookings 50-34. For Dan Johnson, I'm Brett Byler. Thank you so much for listening tonight, and we'll see you Tuesday night at Mitchell. Have a great night, everyone.
God bless.
On Real Presence Radio, this has been O'Gorman Knights Basketball. Today's game has been brought to you by
Catholic Family Services, Catholic Community Foundation of Eastern South Dakota, Jardine Construction, Hagen Chiropractic Clinic, Mini Critters, Barnett Vision Clinic, Crossroads, the Barnes DeMoore Group Financial Advisors at Morgan Stanley, Sioux Falls Catholic Schools, Jeff Alvey with Fair Tax Inc., John Fritsch with the Financial Benefits Company, Knights of Columbus Insurance Field Agent Heath Dickelman, Pizza Ranch and Fun Zone Arcade on 41st Street, First Premier Bank Card, Sioux Equipment Company, Ide Bailey, Ferendorf Family Chiropractic and Wellness, Mark Promis with Providence Financial, Big Rig Barbecue, and Jamison Rounds Managing Partner of Value Visor.
The preceding O'Gorman Knights activity has been a special presentation of Real Presence Radio Network. Now, back to our regularly scheduled programming.